Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. And if you like the way that any of the information is being presented, do me a favor and hit that like button. I'm going to keep this really brief. Shout out to the Washington football team. Starting off the season with a win and the Coach Ron Rivera era with a victory. Despite the fact that he had to receive an IV during halftime in order to complete the game. So not a lot to be said here other than with Dallas losing, Washington beating the Eagles. We got to see what the New York Giants do tonight. But, they get the victory. It seemed like at the end of the offseason, the win expectation and several outlets, had Washington down for one victory. And it very well could be that, last night represents all or a half or a third of, the wins expected for this season. Could be the truth. But getting into it, of course, second year and a half starter Dwayne Haskins, needs to be more accurate. He went 3 of 12, I believe, before going 14 of 19 to finish with a little under 190 yards. You could quickly look at someone he's connected to in Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, who threw for 193 yards with a better completion percentage, but he threw an interception. And that's kind of, we got to dig into these details and understand that the kid, no preseason because of the COVID-19 situation. The second year in a new system, which he didn't get to see live action with. But the story also was out there from ProFootball.com, or ProFootballTalk.com, that Dwayne Haskins delivered this speech at halftime. And Haskins I saw a video later on where he just pointed out to the fact that last year Washington was up 17-0 in Philadelphia, and that's what they were facing at halftime. And then they came out and they did their thing. So the major headlines were, we got a strip sack by rookie Chase Young, defensive end. We had 2 interceptions, 8 sacks total. Ryan Kerrigan became the franchise sack leader with 92, overtaking Dexter Manley. This win was a team effort. Haskins added a touchdown pass, and we got to take this as a team win. And I said this last year, and I don't know if it was on a video or just a reaction to Coach Rivera being named as the head coach, but how many wins was Coach Rivera going to represent? Just from his coaching style and what would be his impact alone. And I think right here it's already paying off dividends that the culture that he's been creating and forming. We saw a resilient bunch out there. And so but other than that, McLaurin did his thing. I think 60-some yards and whatnot. Second wide receiver or receiving yards leader, I think, had 50-something. I think that was Sims, right? Sims Jr. I didn't get to see the game because I don't live in the market. So, and I left the Facebook groups where normally I would sit and watch someone's TV screen in there. But I left those groups because of the Redskin controversy to the diehards out there. But, it felt great to get a win. We have work to do. Barber was somebody that they brought in. He got into the end zone. I like the touchdown pass from Haskins because it was actually into the end zone. I've been mentioning before the last 2 or 3 years under under Gruden, I hated his red zone execution, and I hated all of the possessions that ended in field goals because they didn't throw the ball into the end zone until they were inside the 5. So that was promising. Honestly, if we would have just scored 21 points, would have been great for me. Would have been a moral victory for me because we had a struggle getting over 17 points. So for us to finish with 27, you see the Cowboys only scored 17 with all of the weapons they have. And that's just indicative of the fact that it's very difficult to win NFL games. So I'm going to savor this victory for as long as we can. Got to get ready for another team with an exciting offense in the Arizona Cardinals. And like I said, just want to see some progression and some growth out of the kid next week. And, let the defense continue to establish itself as one of the better units in the NFL and get the running game on track. I saw some decent numbers from Gibson. And we'll just build on that. So I'm going to leave it at that. 1-0. Peace. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.